morning, everyone.
Good morning, everyone.
We are doing Parker's January 2023 update video today. We love doing these annual updates with the kids. We don't always do them, but we try to. We really enjoy looking back throughout the years and seeing our kids' interests turn into passions and see how they change and where they stay the same. It's so fun to have a collection of videos like this, and I'm so glad that we've made them. One thing I wish I had been maybe a little bit more organized with in the beginning with the kids was having a list of the same questions that I asked every year. I used to kind of start this, but then I never had the same questions the next year. So this year I've actually made our own list of questions. I will ask them a little differently for each kid, but I like that I have a guide. And I've actually also made it into a printable, downloadable thing, so you guys can use it as well for yourselves or for your families or your kids or whoever. So that is in the description box below this video, and you're welcome to print those out and make a video or just fill them out by hand and put them in a scrapbook. It's fun to do with that as well. So I have some questions for you, Parker. Are you ready? Okay, so Parker is 9 years old, and I love you so much.
I love you too.
So let's go ahead and get started. What is your favorite TV show?
Wednesday.
For sure.
I like the characters. I think it's a really good show, and if you haven't seen it, you should probably go see it. And
it can be a little scary.
yeah, there are some jump scares. I'm really bad with jump scares. Like, even if it's a little kid movie, like Zootopia scares me so much. When there's like a lion underneath the door, and then there's like a window, and they're like looking through the window, and the lion just goes through the window, and you're like,
yeah, that'll do it.
yeah, it really scared me. They're my least favorite thing. I cannot stand jump scares.
So
I can stand blood. I just can't stand jump scares.
So what is your favorite movie?
My favorite movie. This is a hard one. Jurassic Park is good.
Whoa, for someone who doesn't like jump scares, maybe you like jump scares.
There's the scariest part in the whole movie that's known for being super duper scary was my favorite part in the whole movie. I laughed so hard. I have no idea why.
What part was it?
It was the part when the kids were hiding behind they were in the kitchen, yeah. That's known to be the most scary part.
That's a scary part.
And I laughed. I was delirious. I was laughing so hard. I don't know why I laughed at that. I probably shouldn't have, but I did.
What's your favorite book?
My favorite book. Actually, I have it. It's called The Big Bad Iron? Something Iron. And it's in the Hazardous Tales book series.
What are you afraid of?
Jump scares. Rattlesnakes and things in the sea, because they can they can sneak up on you and just bite your toe off, and then that hurts.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
A dad, a YouTuber. Yeah.
What kind of YouTube videos would you want to make?
Family YouTube videos. Just what's up? We're going to Disneyland today.
What are your hobbies?
Gymnastics and vlogging.
What is your favorite musical?
My favorite musical? Probably Hamilton.
So good.
I have no idea, but Hamilton.
It's pretty great. What is one thing that you love about yourself?
That I'm very flexible and I can do very many things, and that I'm always positive.
If you had $1 million, what would you buy?
Plaids for Disneyland. Yeah. Tour guides for Disneyland. That's pretty good. Pretty good.
So you go to Disneyland for the day with a tour guide?
Yeah. Or Hawaii. Well, if I had $1 million, I could probably go to Hawaii and
Probably.
Yeah, because that's a lot of money.
What is your favorite food?
My favorite food? Ice cream.
What kind of ice cream?
Chocolate chip, mint chip? Mint chip, yeah. chocolate and strawberry.
What are your goals for this year?
My goals for this year. This is a hard one. Probably 7 back handsprings back tuck and double back tuck off of double mini. 7 back handsprings. So you're like this, and then you go like backwards. So I'm just gonna do it like this. So this is the front of your body. This is the back. And back handspring is where you go like this, and then you end like this.
Okay, so it's a backwards flip, but you end standing facing the way you started.
And you also use your hands.
So that's a back handspring. Now what's a back tuck?
A back tuck is back flip.
What you just told me that was back flip. What's the difference?
They're the same thing. There's no difference.
Okay. And then what was the double whammy or whatever you said before?
A double back tuck.
Okay.
Is 2 back flips in the air. So it's like this. So this is your body, and so this is your body, and this is like your body.
Wait, like which is your body? You just gave me 3 bodies. You said this is your body, this is your body, this is your body.
So you're like this. This is your.
Okay.
You go like this.
Okay, in the air. So you do 2 flips in the air without like
you do 2
sitting.
back flips.
Hi, Ruru. Jump in the air. Do 2 in a row back flips.
And then go
land on the ground.
Yeah.
Without not on your head.
Yeah.
Okay. And you said double back.
Double mini.
Double mini.
Double
What's
mini
the mini?
is a trampoline. And half of it is like this, and half of it is like this.
Okay.
And yeah.
What do you want to do on that?
I want to do like, so you do a branny, and like this.
What's a branny?
It's a round off thingy.
Okay.
A round off.
That's a cartwheel with no hands. No?
A cartwheel with no hands is an area.
Ah, okay. Wait. A round off is
A cartwheel. So
a cartwheel and you end on 2 feet.
Yeah.
At the same time, like poof.
Yeah.
Okay.
But instead,
So what's a branny?
So a branny is like this. So you jump like this, and then you go around like this. So it's like
So it's like a cartwheel, but your legs don't start apart; they start together.
Yeah.
And then they end together.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're fully together the whole entire time.
Okay.
So you like twist, which I can already do.
I was gonna say, I feel like I've seen you do that.
I can already do that, but it's harder to do it. So I'm supposed to do it on the side part and jump here, and then go half, and then land on this part, and then do double backflip. That's my goals.
So do you have any other goals outside of gymnastics, or is it mostly gymnastics?
Go to Disneyland again.
Disneyland. What is your favorite color?
My favorite color is yellow.
That has pretty much stayed the same since you were very, very small.
Yep.
Has there ever been a time when yellow wasn't your favorite color?
Nope.
Yellow roller coaster. What makes a yellow roller coaster special?
Yellow. I like the color yellow.
And what is your biggest pet peeve? That means something that like really annoys you or gets on your nerves.
Jump scares. Yes.
What is your favorite subject in school?
Right now math, but it's been on and on. Like, I like math, but then sometimes math's like my least favorite, and then like science comes in next. I will never like language arts. I am not good at it, and I get so mad at myself when I can't get it. I can't do language arts. I'm bad at language arts.
Think of how much you've grown in language arts though, just in the last year. Like how much more reading you're doing and how much more you can write without getting frustrated. Like you've really grown a lot in those areas. So if you could travel anywhere in the world.
Hawaii.
Hawaii. What about Hawaii? Like what things in Hawaii would you want to do?
I really like staying at the hotels there. They're really pretty. Sometimes they're like scavenger hunts and stuff, and that's really fun. The food there is amazing. I can remember their like cereal and oatmeal was their oatmeal was like, I had that every single morning, and I was like, it's so good. I was stoked. Their lemonade's really good. I like how much ocean there is. I like everything about it. Like, I love it.
What is one thing that you do really well?
Being me.
That's true. Nobody can do it like you.
No one. Sorry. If you try, you're not gonna get it.
Can't be Parker as well as Parker.
Yeah. One thing I do really well as me is gymnastics, spending time with my family. Shows, performing, I don't get scared. Well, I do get scared. I get nervous. I don't get scared. I just go on stage and I just perform as me. And if something goes wrong, that just makes the show even more special.
That's true. It makes it a show nobody else has ever seen before, right?
Yeah.
What's your favorite song?
My favorite song right now, either Dear Future Husband or Anti-Hero.
And what's your favorite animal?
My favorite animal, zebra or monkey. I like monkeys because they do like flips from trees. And I don't know why I like zebras. I just like zebras.
Zebras are really cool. Have you ever seen one in real life?
At the zoo?
Yeah, like at a zoo. I hadn't seen one, I think, until I was in college. And I always kind of like took it for granted that I just, they were so part of my life in books and on movies and stuff that I was like, yeah, zebras, whatever. And then I saw them in real life, and camels too, at the LA Zoo.
You've seen camels?
Yeah.
Lucky.
I know, and they're just, well, you've seen a camel too, Albert, at Rancho Grande.
Oh yeah, I have. Sorry.
I saw a large like dromedary camel, I think, at the LA Zoo, and zebras, and they're just so cool. I didn't realize how cool they were until I saw them, and I was like, oh man, these are amazing. What is your favorite place in the world?
My home, my aunt's home, my grandma's home, and Hawaii, and Disneyland.
What is your favorite holiday?
My favorite holiday, Christmas, then Easter.
Well, Easter is coming up pretty soon.
I know, I love Easter.
Do you have a favorite quote?
Me and my brother laugh at this one at Disneyland. Spider-Man, he does his flip, and then he goes, yeah, I did that, I did that.
Yeah, I did that, I did that.
And it's like, he does that. Why would he do that every time he does a flip? He doesn't do that in the movies. Like, what?
Also, isn't it the robot that does it?
Yeah, it's the robot that does it. And
Exactly.
there's like a person that comes out and is like, I did that! I did that! And they say it like really funny.
I did that. I did that is your favorite quote.
I did that! I did that! Yeah.
Those were all of my questions, but is there anything else that you want to talk about, something special about this year, or something that you just want to remember that you loved at this time in your life?
One of my favorite things about right now is it's raining like mad.
Yeah.
It is crazy raining, and that never happens where we live. That never happens.
It is a very rainy day. Do you have a favorite kind of weather?
I know a lot of people are like, no rain! But I'm like, I love the rain because I like the sun, I like the rain.
Have you ever been to the snow?
Nope. I've never been to snow.
One big thing that happened with you this year was you actually switched recently from your gymnastics team, which was men's gymnastics, to trampoline and tumbling.
I have not told you any of this.
Yeah,
actually.
We haven't said that online yet. Like, it happened so recently, it just kind of hasn't come up. But do you want to talk about that at all?
I just switched because trampoline and tumbling is more my thing. I don't like upper body strength that much. It's like my arms get so tired. I'm like, ugh.
So for anybody out there who doesn't know the difference between men's gymnastics and trampoline and tumbling, which is still something that I'm learning the differences of, what I have noticed is that Parker now has boys and girls on his team. So it's not limited to just boy teammates.
So men's gymnastics has 6 events. Tumbling has double mini, trampoline, and a broad floor. It's what it's called. Double mini is the thing I described to you earlier, where like half of it's sideways and half of it's not.
And it's a trampoline where half of the trampoline is sideways, half.
Yeah, it's a trampoline. And then broad floor is a floor that's like really long, and then it's like 40 feet or something.
And is it kind of bouncy? Like
It's more bouncy than a regular floor. And then trampoline is just a trampoline, but it's like a little more bouncy, like a lot more bouncy. Like someone touched the roof. You can see handprints on.
So are you liking your new team?
Yeah.
And because he's doing this new team, he's actually there a little bit less.
Yeah.
Which is nice because we were missing you a lot. You were almost always at gymnastics, and now he's home a little bit more often and can do other things. So if you did want to take dance classes, they're more available to you now.
It's
if you want.
2 days a week.
What is your favorite board game?
Be a Broadway star.
Ooh, how do you play that?
It's complicated.
So is being a Broadway star.
Yeah, basically being a Broadway star and gaining less money than you're supposed to in actual Broadway.
I don't know. I think a lot of the Broadway stars are struggling financially. I think it's hard to be a Broadway star.
With money?
Yes.
No, they're like, the main role gets $125. No. That does not happen. Like Broadway, they should not be giving them $125 for the main role. Like Newsies, $125 for the main role. Like, what? The main role is in every scene. They should be getting like $100. And like, once.
Wait, didn't you say they were getting $125?
Oh no, they should get like $1 million more. They should be getting so much more.
Thank you so much, Parker. I love you so much, my angel. That was Parker's update. He's such a sweetheart. We're so grateful for Parker. And that's all. Anything else you have to say?
I like steamed milk.
He likes steamed milk. Very true.